Whoa. Okay.
Enjoy your evening.
Thanks. You do the same.
That's one of them. Captain said there was a hooded one too.
We can continue keeping an eye out for him. Let's nab this one now.
Replacing someone's component pouch with a sack of gunpowder? That wizard's so crazy. Ooh. Sorry, my bad. Didn't see you there. I'll be on my way now. Can I help you?
What's that behind you?
Huh?
I thought you said he was a fighter.
That's just what I heard. Go ahead and take this one back to the camp. We'll let the captain know.
Oh, my head. Hi, and welcome back to Blade and Sorcery Mods. I am Illithid, and this is a series where I explore a number of mods and give my thoughts on them. I'll go over the main details and features of each mod and how they affected my personal playing experience. I hope you'll stick around until the end of the video because I have a question for you regarding future content on this channel. As usual, I'm playing the PC version on U12. The mods in this video can be found on either Nexus Mods or mod.io and are all linked in the video description.
Sounds like he's awake. Why is he talking to himself?
I don't know. I just work here.
Hey. Excuse me.
Will you shut up?
Wait, did he just... I'm about to delete this guy. Ha! Uh-oh. What the hell? What are they feeding you guys out here? Do any of these sound familiar to you? Is that it? Wow, that was fast. That didn't take long. Is it in yet? Well, maybe not that last one, but if any of these ever crossed your mind while playing Blade and Sorcery, let me introduce you to an enemy mod called Long Lasting Enemies by SNM Sectix. With this mod, your enemies will be faster and be able to go for longer. Okay, I need to stop. In all seriousness, Long Lasting Enemies is a great mod to add if you're looking for tougher and slightly faster enemies. It applies to all enemies once you install it. Although it doesn't have in-game configuration settings, you are able to adjust various values in the JSON file located in the creature's subfolder within the mod folder. By default, the male enemies have 300 health and mana while female enemies have 200. What the hell? He's still alive! I want to say that the normal health value is 100, so we're looking at a 3 to 2 times increase, respectively. Unlike most mods that only inflate enemy HP, this one also provides some other values further down in the JSON file for you to play with. Nested in the ragdoll data object, you'll find a parts object that contains an array. That array consists of damage information for various body parts. This can open up the door to customize how much slashing and piercing damage do to various body parts to your exact liking. For instance, if you feel like stabbing an enemy through their throat should still result in an instant kill despite the inflated HP, then go ahead and crank that damage multiplier up. There are also values that have to do with movement speed further down too if you wanted to mess with those. I don't know what every value does, but the names are pretty descriptive, so I'll leave it up to you to experiment with it. My initial thoughts on this mod were that the enemies were too beefy and felt like damage sponges.
Okay, do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
But the longer I played with it, the more I came to like it because it forced me to be more deliberate with my attacks and making sure I'm hitting vital areas like the neck. Armored enemies start to become more of a threat, so you have to focus on striking any exposed area when the opportunity is there. However, this only applies to slashing and piercing weapons. Blunt weapon users will still feel like these enemies are indeed just damage sponges because of how blunt damage is in Blade and Sorcery. But I will say that using two-handed blunt weapons is still pretty fun because enemies don't immediately die in a single hit. One-handed blunt weapons will take a while to kill though. Although it could still be enjoyable for those out there that just want to beat the absolute crap out of the NPCs. Maybe you had a rough day at work or something and need to blow off some steam. I'm not going to judge you for that. To summarize this up, I really do like this mod, but I understand that it's not for everyone. The default configurations are fine to use, but if you put in the effort, you can tailor it to meet your desires and leave you satisfied. These guys are definitely built different. Even if I do manage to fight my way through, how many of them are out there? And how do I even get back to town?
The captain said to keep you alive, so here you go.
Thanks. Hey, how do you guys get food out here? It looks like we're in the middle of nowhere.
We bring plenty of supplies with us from the base.
I don't see any wagons or anything out there. Must be hard work. Don't you guys get hot?
It's not too bad. Not if we leave early morning. The sun is also to our backs, so it's bearable.
Damn rookies. What are you doing? I leave to take a piss and you're chatting up the prisoner?
Sorry.
Huh. I still don't know where I am, but at least I know there's more of these guys east of here. Ugh. Should have wiped that down better. The map that you're currently seeing is Moorlands by Wooly616. It features an abandoned village containing 4 houses, a small rock cave, and a standing stone in the center of the map. The wave selection and armory books are found near each other just to the left of the standing stone if you were looking at it on the flat side. On the world map, it's located just below the outpost dungeon. One thing that immediately caught my eye is the background to this map. I was amazed at how realistic it looked, but once I looked through the ground using the external camera, I realized that the background is actually a photo from Google Maps or something. You can even see these people walking their dog.
Hi, doggy.
But focusing back on what we're supposed to see, the terrain from the photo serves as an excellent background to this map. I have to give praise to the mod author for blending the hilly area surrounding the village to the background. Bonus points for also including different textures in some spots for a more natural appearance. Upon loading this map, you'll see that it spawns a lot of wooden breakable objects in the area. They're actually randomized every time you load the map too. With this many objects, it can result in performance issues depending on your computer specs. Disabling breakable objects in the menu can help with that though. After playing around here, I noticed a handful of minor issues. The first one is that the enemies sometimes get stuck on these rocks. It's not too bad though because they can eventually free themselves if you can make them change directions to either move away from or move around the rock. The second issue is that there's no combat music. That was supposedly fixed in the most up-to-date version and was also mentioned in a reply by the mod author. But that was back in April, so it's possible that one of the recent game updates broke it again. And the last issue, which is probably just me nitpicking, the rock behind the wave book isn't real. Let's do a quick audio sync. Wait. And the tables around the armory book don't make any sounds. Overall, this is an excellent looking map that's great to play on. The fences in the area segment the small village into separate battle areas, each offering a slightly different experience. I can't tell if there's 5 or 10. Why do they all dress the same? Low mana, no weapons, no armor. What to do?
Might I suggest that you channel the magic directly into the weapon instead of concentrating it into your hand?
Imbues don't require nearly as much mana to apply, nor do they require concentration. So I wonder. Hey, where's the bathroom around here?
Pick a corner.
Okay. Promise you won't look? Illithid, you are a genius. Our last mod for today is called Imbuable Hands by Genix106. Just like the name implies, it gives you the ability to imbue spells into your hands. All you need to do is select an imbuable spell, charge it with a trigger, and then press the grip button. You should see the imbue effects around your hand as confirmation. You can even imbue your hand with multiple spells at once by switching spells and repeating the button combination. This spell does have an in-game setting that lets you enable and disable it, but it won't remove the imbuement if you already have it active while disabling it. While it sounds really awesome on paper, I can't recommend it in its current state. I'm not going to speculate where the fault lies because I don't know enough about creating mods, but I do want to say that Genix has many kick-ass mods out there, and they absolutely know what they're doing when it comes to creating mods. The ones that I've played with typically aren't as problematic as this one. I tried removing all of their mods that affect my punches to see if there might be a conflict, but all the issues were still present. The biggest problem is that it just stops working if you change or restart a map after using it. You can change maps or restart the current one as many times as you want, but as soon as you imbue your hands, you better stay on whatever map you're currently on. And sometimes when it stops working, you start experiencing a bug where the spell orb just stays stuck to your hand. It doesn't actually do anything other than play the visual and sound effects. You can get rid of it by throwing a fireball from that hand, but that doesn't resolve the issue of the mod not working anymore. The second problem is that the fire imbue doesn't do anything. What? Fire doesn't do shit.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Notice that when I strike an enemy with a blunt weapon, it leaves a scorch mark, and with a staff slam, it sends out homing fireballs. But when I do it with my hand, neither of those things happen. I still get the imbuement and the staff slam visual effects, but that's it. I really do like the idea of this mod, and one feature that I like is how the imbuement temporarily goes away when you grab something. It eliminates any of the effects for being accidentally applied when grabbing enemies or striking them with a section of a weapon that's close to your hand, and the button combination makes it convenient to activate too. I found that enabling unlimited imbue makes it more enjoyable because it only seems to last for about 3 strikes before disappearing. It's definitely fun to use while it's working, especially if you combine the gravity and lightning imbuements. I don't know if the mod's making my hands weird or if something else is making my hands weird. Oh, what the hell? What was that? Before I close out this section, I want to state that I don't like disparaging mods, but the reason I chose to include this one in the video is because it presents a concept that's really cool. This is a great mod when it's working, but having to completely restart your game every time you reload a map or change maps isn't ideal. I hope to see fixes and improvements to this mod in the future. Hopefully these last for a while. Alright, let's do this.
What the
What?
hell are you?
Please,
Where's my equipment?
on the table over there.
And that is it for this episode. Now on to the question that's been on my mind for the past few weeks. With the full release of Blade and Sorcery coming out soon, would you be interested in seeing content related to the progression mode? Not much is known about it yet, but I found this somewhat recent Reddit comment left by the Baron highlighting what we can expect. I'll leave a link to it in the comments if you wish to read it for yourself, but in short, the game mode will include some story elements, lore, dungeons with loot, and a character level progression system. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. With that, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on new episodes and periodic gameplay videos as they come out. See you next time. Oh, what am I stuck on? Shit! Oh, shit.